afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on Twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun, on Twitter at filmmyrun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening everybody, welcome to Zwift Running, welcome to Film My Run, Wednesday evening, Wednesday workout on Zwift. We'll get going at 7:30 PM. Until then, I'm just going to do So I'm going to stop the treadmill and repair. So bear with me a second. So let's have a look here. We press menu and we go to pair, and there we go. Click that and click that, and hopefully he should start moving. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's start him up. There we go. Yeah. Good, 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 good. I don't know why he didn't start a minute ago. So I'm going to be watching Facebook chat if you want to say hi. If you're new here, welcome along, welcome to Zwift Running. We're on the London course. Right now we're running down the Mall towards Buckingham Palace. And I'm just going to do 1 or 2 kilometres of gentle warm-up before we start the actual workout. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner it says 12 minutes 40 seconds until the start of the workout, and I'm running in Group B tonight with I think there's about 5 or 6 other people in that group tonight. Group C is the biggest tonight. There's a load of people in Group C. But do feel free to message me and say hello. Just get warmed up. Been a lovely day here in the UK. Down on the south coast, nice and sunny. Although it was raining earlier on this morning, but it's nice now, and it's supposed to get much nicer as the week progresses. So roll on the summer. Thanks for the ride on Jinxie. I suppose at some point I should have a look at the instructions for tonight's interval session. because I haven't really paid much attention. Seeing as I'm not leading the run tonight, I'm just following other people's instructions. I'm not actually up to speed with what we're supposed to be doing. So maybe I'll have a look in a minute. We'll get at least a kilometre of warm-up done. And then I'll have a look at the instructions and see what's supposed to be happening. Good evening, John. Thanks, Wes, for the ride on. Wesley New is leading the Group C runners tonight. John Hancock is leading Group B. And I don't think there's going to be anybody in Group A tonight. Nobody's up for a fast one tonight. I'm on the My Run treadmill, linked directly to Zwift. So the speed that you see within Zwift, it currently says 8 kilometers per hour. That is exactly what I have on the treadmill. If I bump it up by 0.1, look, just push that there, and it goes to 0.1. Bump it down again, and it goes to 8 again. So the speed of the treadmill is exactly mirrored on Zwift. Normally you would use a foot pod to transmit your speed to Zwift, but this is a bit of a fancy treadmill that I'm borrowing for a little while. Right, John Hancock says, yeah, why not check the instructions for once? Okay, I will. But the thing is, if you're calling it, John, I just have to listen to you. I don't have to pay any attention to actual written down instructions. I'll just listen to what you say. But yeah, alright, I will look. And Jinxie's looking for advice on 50-mile run walks. I don't think it matters, Jinxie. You do what your body feels comfortable with. It's such a small difference. 9 to 1 or 3 to 1. I can't really say more than that, Jinxie. I would just go with how your body feels. If you feel you can run longer and walk shorter, then do it. If you've never done 50 miles before, it's a learning experience anyway, so just learn as you go, and the next one you'll be more experienced and you'll know better. Because what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for somebody else. And there are no hard and fast rules, so no matter what anyone tells you, you know, like drink 200 mils of water every half hour, it's rubbish. You know, there are no rules. You do what works for you. So there's the Victoria Monument and Buckingham Palace. We're just rounding that now. Nice gentle warm-up pace. We'll get to a kilometre and then I'll have a little look at some instructions and we'll read them out and see what we make of them. We do this every Wednesday, by the way, apart from it won't be next Wednesday because I'm away on holiday, but every Monday we do Monday Run Club. Every Wednesday we do Wednesday workout. Every Saturday we've got run in the park. There's a lot going on Zwift. Running is growing bigger and bigger. More and more people taking part in events as word spreads. So it's really good. Okay, there's my 1 kilometre done. So let's stop. Because there's only just over 5 minutes until the workout starts. Let me have a look at my emails and check the instructions for tonight. What's the date? Is the 2nd of May. I can't even see any instructions for the 2nd of May. I've got the 11th of April, the 18th of April, the 25th of April. Bear with me. Okay, let's join the event. It's asking to join the event, so let's click let's go and we'll join the start line of the event. Okay, Group B for tonight. A warm-up of 5 minutes. Oh, hang on a minute. Go back. Group B. Warm-up 5 minutes at 9.5 kilometres an hour. Followed by 5 minutes at 10 kilometres an hour. Then, set 1. 6 minutes at 12 kilometres an hour. And then 1 minute 30 jogging at 8 kilometres an hour. Then 1 minute 30 jogging at sprinting at 14 kilometres an hour. And then a jog at 2 minutes 30 at 8 kilometres an hour. That's set 1. So 12.5 kilometres an hour, 8 kilometres an hour, 14.5 kilometres an hour, 8 kilometres an hour. Then set 2, 4 minutes at 13.5, 1.5 minutes at 8, 1 minute 15.5 kilometres an hour, 2 minutes 30 at 8 kilometres an hour. Set 3, this is complex, isn't it? Set 3 is 3 minutes at 14.5 kilometres an hour, 1 minute 30 jog at 8, and then 45 seconds at 16.5 kilometres an hour, and then 2 minutes 30 jog at 8 kilometres an hour. And then the final set, set 4, is 2 minutes at 15.5 kilometres an hour, 1 minute 30 recovery at 8 kilometres an hour, 30 seconds at 17.5 kilometres an hour, and then a warm down after that. So basically it's a gradual build up of speed during intervals with kind of recovery breaks in between. We'll see if we can do that. That should be alright. We can do that, can't we? So the fastest we're going to go is 17.5 kilometres an hour for 30 seconds. So that's alright. The killer is going to be 2 minutes at 15.5 kilometres an hour. That's going to be hard. So there we are. So that's the instructions for tonight. Hopefully though, John Hancock will simply tell us everything we're supposed to be doing. I'm just going to say hello. Hello everyone. Right. Okay, let me start the treadmill. We've only got 1.5 minutes before kick-off. Kick-off. Big match tonight. Liverpool versus Roma. Jason Darby says the interval session sounds way too complex for his brain. It's too complex for my brain. I'm just going to wait until John tells me what to do. Right. Here we go. 1 minute and then we're off. So 9.5 kilometers an hour to start with as a warm-up, 5 minutes, and then 10 kilometers an hour for the next bit of the warm-up. 40 seconds and we're off. Welcome along to Zwift running. If you've never seen this before, this is live treadmill running in a virtual world. We're running around a virtual London course today. And my son has just come into the room. Hello, Ellis. Pardon? Football starts at, I think it's 7:45, so in about 15 minutes. Ask Mummy to put it on the telly. It's on BT Sport.
Jack it up.
Here we go, guys. Ellis wants to watch the football tonight. 5 seconds and away we go. BT Sport 2, 7:45. Right, we're off. Well, that looks a decent sized group, doesn't it? Yes, please, John, I do want score updates. I haven't got it on the screen. Actually, I should. I could get it on the screen, actually. I could watch the match instead of paying attention to instructions, couldn't I? Shall I just do that? That's why I wanted to run in Group C, because it would have been over quicker. I could have just got inside and watched the football. Well, it looks like there are 2 lonely A group runners, a few B runners and a few C runners, so we should have fun tonight. So if you've not seen Zwift before, just let me tell you, B group and C group, it's different paces, different distances, so it depends on what you feel you're able to do as to what group you join. So A, B, C and D will all do different distances and different paces. So if you watch this tonight and you think that Group B looks too difficult for you, then if you join Zwift you might want to join Group C or Group D. If you're looking at this session and you think, well, that looks a bit easy, you might want to join Group A. So the person with the yellow beacon sticking up there, that is John Hancock. He's our leader, run leader today. He'll be issuing instructions, so when you see any instructions come up on the front of the screen, right in the centre, that's John telling us what to do next. Although he may also pop up an instruction which says Liverpool 1, Roma 0. I expect that in the next 20 minutes. So 9.5 kilometers an hour, and we've got 2.5 minutes left at this pace, and then we bump it up to 10. And after that, the real session starts. There's Windsor Castle in the background, not Windsor Castle, the Tower of London in the background. So when you reach this point on the London Marathon, as I did last week, you've got about 3 miles left to go home. Just over 3 miles left. So it's a good point to be at, you know you're nearly there. Just got to bang out the last 3 miles. Last Sunday at this point I was absolutely done in, and it was basically a slow jog to the finish from here. Thank you, Miguel, for the ride on. Miguel is in Group B. I think he must be the guy in the red, orangey red top there. Perhaps. So tightly knit now. What I sometimes find when I'm running with my treadmill, the My Run treadmill, is I fall slightly behind everyone else. Primarily because when you're running with a foot pod, the foot pod is never exact, and sometimes it goes a little bit faster, sometimes a little bit slower. Oh dear. Okay, so we're about to bump it up a little bit. Good tight group there, look at that. Everyone rock solid together. So up to 10, I'll go up to 10.1, just because like I say, I tend to fall behind just a little bit. There's the Gherkin on the left, just missed it. Odd shaped building in London. I am seriously thinking about trying to get the football on the computer as I run. I wonder if I can do it. Might be quite difficult while running on the treadmill, trying to navigate various websites. Sorry while I try and get the football up. See if that works. Okay, so another 2 minutes. I think that message is for Lee Griffiths. Another 2 minutes, and we start the first interval. Actually, I will knock it down a bit because I'm slightly ahead. Funny that, isn't it? When I said I was going to go slightly behind, and then never mind. Okay, I've got the football on. Well, it's not started yet, but I've got the channel on. Okay, B group, time to concentrate. Stephen in brackets, that's me. I never concentrate, I never pay attention. So this is the time to do it. Thanks for the ride on, Karen. I am looking at Facebook chat as well, by the way, if you do want to say hello. And thanks again, E. Jones, for the ride on. Thank you, Eric. Set 1 starts in 30 seconds. Twelve and a half kilometres an hour.
If you are interested in running on Zwift, then you do need a few things. First and foremost, access to a treadmill. You may have your own, you may need to go to a gym, but it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use. Secondly, if you are on a Mac or a PC, you will need a foot pod, and that foot pod needs to be an Ant Plus foot pod. It needs to broadcast in Ant Plus. You will also need a USB stick to plug into your computer or Mac, and that will receive the signal from your Ant Plus foot pod. If you're using an iOS device, it could be an iPad, an iPhone, or even Apple TV, then you will need a Bluetooth foot pod, specifically a smart Bluetooth foot pod. You can get them from Polar, you can get a Stride, or you can get a Milestone foot pod. These all connect direct to your iOS device, so there's no need for anything extra. And that really is all you need to run on Zwift. So get that foot pod, get access to a treadmill, and we'll see you on Zwift very soon.
So here we are, 12 and a half kilometres an hour. And we need to keep this up for another 5 minutes. And then we can have a rest at 8 kilometres an hour for 1.5 minutes. I'm just slightly ahead of the group, but I am at exactly 12.5 kilometres an hour on my treadmill and on Zwift. Top left you can see heart rate, so you can see I'm currently right in the middle zone, zone 3. For 2 minutes I've been there at 147 BPM. If you're in the London Marathon, you've got 1.5 miles to go now to the end. Everything's hurting. Maybe 2 miles, 1.5 miles, 2 miles to go from here. Okay, 2 more minutes left at this pace, and then we drop it right down to 8 kilometres an hour for recovery. Sorry, 3 minutes left at this pace. Have a look on the right hand side of your screen, everyone. Look at all the countries represented today on Zwift running. Spain, the USA, Norway, Sweden, Wales. Zwift running is totally worldwide now, and all these people are real people just like me now, running on the treadmill, either at the gym or at home. Thanks for the ride on Ginger Citizen. Two minutes left at 12 and a half. Darren Thompson says, great run, pal. Thank you, buddy. So, Liverpool kicking off in 1 minute's time in Italy. Come on, the Reds. See the Shard in the background there. Tallest building in the UK. So I think in 30 seconds or so we just knock it down. There you go. 1 minute 30 seconds recovery at 8 kilometers an hour in 30 seconds time. So basically it's 16 minutes. Thanks for the ride on Avery. So, gently drop it down now. So we've got a minute and a half at this pace. Wow, look at that stadium, it looks packed. It's going to be a big night tonight. Liverpool playing in white. So look at that, I'm at 8 kilometers an hour. Look how far behind I am. So in about 30 seconds, we're going to do another little interval. Have to watch the screen. 30 seconds, and then we do 14.5 kilometers an hour for 1.5 minutes. 14.5 kilometers an hour for 1.5 minutes. 10 seconds, here we go. I'll bump it up now. There we go, away we go. So, when we start going at this speed, we need to relax, drop the shoulders, head up, get lots of oxygen into the lungs, move your arms forward, not side to side. Try and give yourself a nice large gait, a nice large stride. One more minute left. And then we do 8 kilometers an hour for 2.5 minutes. 20 seconds. Okay, drop it down to 8. Richard's asking if my kids are going to do free run on Saturday. We'd try and persuade them to do park run. Why do you get Leia to do park run, Richard? I'll have a word with the missus. So, welcome to Zwift Running. We are just at the end of our first set, our first interval set of 4. Got 4 sets to do. Each set gets progressively slightly faster. The fastest we will go is 17.5 kilometers an hour in set 4. I think we do 30 seconds at that or something like that. So not long. Simultaneously, I am watching the football. Liverpool against Roma, or Roma against Liverpool in the Champions League semi-final. And we are running in a virtual world representation of London. We're running on embankment at the moment by the Thames. And we've got 4.8 kilometers left to run in this session. We've done 3.7-ish, nearly 3.7, there we go. 3.7 kilometers. There's the London Eye on the left. Set 2 starts in 30 seconds, 13.5 kilometers an hour for 4 minutes. 4 minutes at 13.5 kilometers an hour. 20 seconds to go. So if you're interested in joining Zwift Running, go and have a look at zwift.com/run. And sign up for your free app. Running is completely free on Zwift, basically because it's quite new. So we've got 4 minutes at this pace now. Heart rate is 149. I imagine that will creep up as this interval goes on. We've got 3 minutes left at this pace and we've done 4 kilometers altogether, 4.5 left to run. Heart rate is going up, now into zone 4. But that's what you'd expect, that's what you want from an interval session. Here's Trafalgar Square. I am watching Facebook chat, everyone. If you want to say hi, if you want to ask a question about Zwift running, please do. Do my best to answer. Two minutes left. Head up. Just try and breathe easy. Nice long stride. Treadmill running encourages a long stride, so slightly lower cadence than you would outside. Thank you, Stan, for the ride on. Just staying relaxed, moving forward, head up, shoulders down. Keep your toes pointing forward. So, going to drop down in a second, back to 8 kilometers an hour for recovery. Ten seconds to go, and then we drop down for recovery, 8 kilometers an hour. 1.5 minutes at that speed. There we go. Let's see how the football's getting on, shall we? Seven, 8 minutes gone. 0-0. So at least we haven't conceded a very early goal. That's good news. One minute left at this pace, and then it'll be a little sprint. Miles, 9.6 miles an hour in 30 seconds. We're doing 1 minute at 15.5 kilometers an hour. So 1 minute sprint coming up. And then 2 minutes at 8. Okay, here we go. Right, let's start bumping it up now. Right, 15.5 for 1 minute, let's go. Nice long stride. Keep your form, you've got to keep your form good when you're doing this kind of workout. If you lose your form, you get tired quicker, you burn energy quicker, and the energy goes in the wrong place. It's not going into your legs to do the running. Five kilometers done, 3.5 to go. And 10 seconds left at this pace. Okay, bring it down to 8. So we've got 2 minutes here. So when it gets to 30 minutes, we will do another medium sprint. Oh, Liverpool have scored! 1-0 Liverpool, we've scored! Come on! They're done in now, they're done now, they can't get back from that. There's no way they can get back from that. They've got to score 4 goals just to get back on level terms. Although, having said that, if they score 4 goals, would they still go through on the away goals rule? They would, wouldn't they? Because they scored 2 at our place. But they're going to lose confidence now. Here we are back in Trafalgar Square. So 11 minutes gone in the football, Liverpool 1-0 up. And it looks like we're alright, we're going to go through unless they score 4 goals. 30 seconds to the next interval. That's a nice shot, isn't it? So unless I've missed it, I'm not sure what we're doing next. Right, I've missed the instructions, so I'm just going to have to follow what everyone else does now. Can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Here we are, set 3 starts in... Oh, set 3 starts in 30 seconds. Alright. Sorry. 14.5 kilometres an hour for 3 minutes. My apologies. Okay, 10 seconds, here we go, 14.5 kilometres per hour. Let's go. So this for 2 minutes now. See, I'm too busy watching the football because we've scored and I'm missing instructions and not paying attention. That's what happens. Oh, 3 minutes. All right, sorry. It's just as well John's listening to my stream, so he can correct me when I get it all wrong. So we've got 2 minutes left from here. Schaefer, thanks for your ride on. Zwift HQ. So my heart rate's at 160 now. In zone 4, so you've got to keep it together, keep your form good. Stop talking. There's me in the white hat and the black top, running up the mile. One more minute left at this pace. We've run for almost 6 kilometres and we've got 2.5k to go. So recovery would be 1.5 minutes at 8 kilometres per hour. And then we're going to have a blast at 16.5 kilometres an hour for I think 45 seconds. Oh no, Roma have scored! Okay. So, football update. It's 15 minutes gone in Italy, in Rome, and it's 1-1. Which is 6-3 on aggregate to Liverpool. Roma need 3 more goals to go through. I'm enjoying this. This is good. So trying to let the heart rate recover a bit now. And like I say, I think the next thing we're doing is 45 seconds at 16.5. Yeah, there we go. So this is set 3 now, so just coming to the end of set 3 once we've done this. 10 seconds and then we're up to 16.5. So we'll start ramping it up in a sec. Let's go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16.5. Let's go. 45 seconds. Keep yourself steady, keep your form really good. Breathe, head up, shoulders down. Good stride length. Look at my steps per minute there, 179. "15 seconds to go at this pace. Okay, there we go. So 8 kilometers an hour now. I think for another, is it 2 minutes? Not far off the end of the session now. Less than 2 kilometers to go. Two minutes 30 seconds recovery. Just get to regroup, so let me just speed up a bit and catch everyone else. Okay, here's the boss. Stay with the boss. So this is the last set coming up now. After this recovery, we start set 4. And it'll be the same routine, so a medium sprint followed by 1.5 minute recovery and then 17.5 kilometers per hour for 30 seconds and then recovery to end. So 15.5 kilometers for an hour for 2 minutes. Okay, oh, we're going now. I missed it. I missed it. Looking at the football again. There we are. 15.5 or 2 minutes now. I'm not sure if I'm 30 seconds behind, to be honest. Turning round at Marble Arch and going back to the Mall. Okay, well, it should be on the big TV in where Grandma is, Ellis. You can only get it on the big TV. BT Sport 2. BT Sport Channel 2. Still 1-1 in Rome with 20 minutes gone. .167 heart rate. Hard work now. I think I may have missed when we actually started this little interval, I'm not sure. Okay, let's just slow right down now. Okay, so 1.5 minutes here, and then we've got a 30-second sprint. That's 17.5 kilometers an hour. Ingrid says she's terrified of this session. And Ollie says it's sunny and warm, so he would have joined us, but he's not going to. Good for you, Ollie. Get out in that sunshine, buddy. Okay, not far off the final sprint now. Just going to wait for the call from John. 30 seconds. Okay. Right, so we go now, do we? Yep. Here we go. 4, 15, 16, 17. 30 seconds at this pace. Bounce off the treadmill. Get your stride length long. Breathe easy, shoulders down, just relax, try and relax at this pace. Do 10 more seconds and then we'll relax. There we are, that's it, recovery. And John says warm down at your own pace to the banner. So yeah, let's go a bit quicker. 500 meters. Thanks John for leading. Good workout. Good session. Look at that lovely big moon there in the distance. Tim says he did 22.5 kilometers an hour there for 30 seconds. Great stuff. 500 meters left. Yeah, a really good session that. Thanks guys. Thanks for joining me everyone as well, by the way. Good turnout on the stream. And up in the distance there, you can see a blue banner across the road. That's the finish line. 400 meters. Running down Birdcage Walk by the looks of it. So if you're going the other way in the London Marathon, you've got about 400 meters to go. And that's what we do on a Wednesday, an interval session, almost always. Come and join us if you've never run on Zwift before. Download the app onto your iPhone or your iPad or onto the computer. Get yourself on a treadmill and get running with us on Zwift. It's like being in another running club. You know, you've got your running club outside. Well, sometimes you have to run on a treadmill, don't you? Sometimes you've got no choice. And this makes it a lot more interesting and entertaining. And it is, when you run regularly with people, like in a real world running club, you get to know people. And it is like being in your own little online running club. Thoroughly enjoyed that tonight. Thanks everyone for taking part. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Let's all go and watch Liverpool get through to the semi-finals get through to the final of the Champions League. So just show you what happens when we get to the end. Get a nice lot of ticker tape. 2-1. Come on. I hope that is for Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool, yes. Good stuff. Right, so now they definitely are going to struggle. They've got to score 3 goals just to get to extra time now. That's it. There we go, all done. Workout Wednesday interval session. 8.5 kilometres completed. Brilliant. I love that. I love that. Right, let me just change screens a second, bear with me. Right, let me just show you what happens when you finish a run. So when you finish a run on Zwift, you go down to menu on the left hand side there at the bottom, you click menu, and look, you've got some stats there that you can look at. You've got your profile up the top here, and then you click end run, and you get a map of where you've run around London today, and you can see who you ran with and who gave you a ride on. A ride on is like kudos in Strava, basically. So I burned around 500 calories in 46 minutes of running. I got 16 ride-ons. Thank you very much, everyone. That's very kind of you. So then you click OK, and then you get to save your run to Strava or to Garmin or to Today's Plan. Almost any third-party service that you normally use to save your runs, Zwift will save your run. So you don't need to use your watch at all. Just a foot pod and a heart rate monitor maybe, or a posh treadmill like mine that connects direct to Zwift. You don't need to use your watch at all, and it will save direct to Strava, or like I say, whatever service you use. And look, that's how hard I worked tonight. You can always tell. Sweat on somebody's face. Enjoyed that. Guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight on Zwift Running. We are back. Let me see, what day is it today? Wednesday. So Friday evening at 7:30, I will be doing a workout. Zwift has its own internal workouts that you can use to use in your training. So if you want to come and have a look at one of the ones that I do, I'll be choosing one from the Zwift menu, and we'll do that together, or I'll do it and show you on Friday at 7:30 if you're interested. Saturday morning, if you can't get to the Real World Park Run, 9 o'clock in the morning, John Hancock, who was the leader tonight for my group, John Hancock runs Run in the Park, and then we're back on Monday for Monday Run Club, which is usually a progressive run. Not quite an interval session, but it kind of gets a little bit faster as the run goes on. And that's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. Take care. We will see you next time. If you can join me on Friday, that would be superb. See you again. Take care. Bye bye.